Yeah, yeah, here I am again. As you can tell, it's not midnight. Well, Pacific Standard Time. It's on my end, it's 10:35 p.m. and I'm here because I had to. No, I'm just kidding. My family has to wake up kind of early, so I have to comply, and here I am. As you can see here, I have all zero view. Yes, I am aware. I have some progress. I did like a really fast painting, so it's very, very rough right now. And some areas I'm not very aware of because it got cut off in the image. So I gotta try to figure what the heck's down there. That'll be interesting to figure out. Okay, not really. All right. So let me put this sucker back here. And while it seems cool in terms of weather, it's still warm, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not feeling it right now. Let me see if I can adjust this a bit so it's not as. Okay, okay, okay. This is good. This is good. Probably. Okay, so hi. Hi, hi, hi. How are you? I'm not high. I don't do that. I don't like smells. And so, I mean, like really strong synthetic artificial smells. I don't like that. I'm super woozy, dizzy, and if it's really bad, I get headaches. It's very disorienting and not cute at all. If you think that's cute, no, it's not. Not when it actually happens to you. So anyway, um, what am I doing? Let me see. I need to figure out how the heck I finally found the green that I've been meaning to use. I was using this one, but I was able to make something up from here, which isn't bad. I will also show in a bit more works in progress I either have not completed, which may include the shoes. And then there's also another painting, self portrait, but anime style because why not? And also a target find that I want to tweak. There's another thing I also wanted to tweak, but I wanted to start small. So you'll see that in a bit during one of my breaks. Also, another thing I want to paint is this guy I found at Daiso. So yes, I want to tweak this up a bit because while I do, actually this is not too bad. Just I feel it's a little bit dark, and I want to brighten his glorious face up. Yeah, me and my weird words. Okay, let's start painting already. Jeez. Okay, I know, I know. So how you been? As for me, this week it's been hot, and it's not like oh we're gonna go to the beach. Don't go to the beach where I'm at. I actually went to the beach a while ago, and there's a bunch of swimmers in the area where they have the biohazard sign. The biohazard sign's not there anymore, but that doesn't mean it ain't there. Maybe it's just less, but that doesn't mean oh it's gone now. You can put your neither regions in that water. I don't want to do that. At most, dipping your feet's okay because you can get your feet washed, but then anything further up, I don't recommend. I would not be a good tour guide for here, so don't expect me to try to convince you to swim in that stank water. Anyway, so what am I doing? I'm just trying to fix what I messed up, and I see a lot of mess ups, but that's fine. I still need a base, so I still have to have green here. And I'm still debating whether or not I add some elements of brown. There's like a slight tinge, which you can barely see it. Very, very faint. I kind of can and can't at the same time. It's kind of stupid. And oh my god, I have to talk like I actually know what I'm doing. I don't. I really don't. Though I was looking at brushes, and they had like some. Oh, there's some nice quality brushes that won't get ruined. Yes, the under my watch, my brushes get wrecked as hell. So but I did see some on Amazon. I want to try and see if they will take that beating. But brushes, okay, nothing else. Anyway, yeah, this isn't anything interesting. It's just Snake Eye. But yeah, I just need to start getting into the painting slash drawing habit again. I got lazy. I hate it. When I haven't done drawing or painting for a long while, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. And within my circumstances, I don't have to. I'm a mom. I got stuff to do. And then even this week was super busy. I was running around doing stuff. I was like, what the heck am I doing? And then turns out it got canceled. I was supposed to have to go somewhere tomorrow. But because people had things to do, they ultimately decided, oh, let's do it next weekend. So thankfully, I bought sodas, not food. I'd be like, oh, dang, I have to eat all this crap. No, at least soda kind of lasts a bit long, as long as they're not open, so that's fine. And then that leads to the like, oh, where you guys gonna go tomorrow early? Early. uh, Fishing. Now my kid got into it, but he doesn't want to do the responsibility of reeling in the fish. He wants to watch and take pictures and run around and the pigeons. Not real bully, just chase after them. Typical child fanfare. And so they're like, "Oh, does that mean you're going?" I was like, "What?" But today's optional, so I don't have to go. I'll think about it. But actually, I have to go. I might have to do a return, a very small return, but it's like those keychain reels. It's so stupid, but I didn't notice it. I thought it was fine, but I just checked it today when I was wrapping presents, and my keychain reel, there's a component where it reels, you pull it out and you have like your key attached to the end, right? That component is missing. It's broken. I didn't see it. I was even looking in the back. It ain't there. So I got to return exchange within 7 days, and I know I have to do it tomorrow because I'm gonna be hella lazy. And the other thing, I don't like going on the weekends because of so many teenagers. I'm not saying all teenagers are bad. I'm just like the ones that I see in front of me. Um, what is that? I cannot determine whether or not that's a good or bad thing. So anyway, yeah, I have possibly an errand again of exchanging something very stupid, but it's useless to me. I have to get it exchanged, and I have a receipt, so it's not like, oh, I used to work in retail, and the butt clowns I had to put up with where they tried to return or exchange, and they had no receipt. Oh my god! I'm like, can I talk to your manager because I don't have a receipt? Like, he'll say no anyway. Policy's policy. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Please elaborate. Okay, so yeah, I have to do like it's a very stupid return. I wouldn't care if it actually worked. Like, okay, the keychain component is still there. Excuse me, sir. What I tell you before I went on? Okay, I have to control his laughing, or he'll overpower me with his noise because that, like I mentioned before in the past, this is one of the reasons why I'm loud. It's nothing interesting in the adult world. It's because my family's louder than me. So if you think I'm loud, my family's at least 50 times loud. Don't even get me started on some of the in-laws. Not all of them. I don't mean that in a bad way. They have their reasons, so I don't look down on that in the slightest. I know why that they had to be loud to some degree, but it's understandable. Now, if you're just loud just because you want attention, that I don't like. I'm not very fun. Okay, this makes more sense now. Because this green was too bright, and I have to. Of course, there's some darker areas. I have to figure out how to do that. I was able to do this painting using ballpoint pen. I don't know if I can achieve that in this surface area. I'll find out later. And I also found out my kid has more views than me. Fun. Okay. Um, I'm also worried about the blur effect, like that blurry perspective where it's more hyper focused here and detailed, and then there's like a background of scales where it's blurry. I mean, it sounds easier, but for whatever reason, I'm very bad at it. I will try. And if I struggle, it's going to take me longer. Oh, hey, 3 a.m. What's up? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, let me show at the front view because I'm still. Yeah, I'm early for once. Yay. I'll try to go. That's why I mentioned Friday, Saturday instead of just Saturday because sometimes I might be on in the late evening. So, yeah. So, how are you? How was the Father's Day the last time we spoke or typed? Yeah, so that's what I have so far, and I'm not sure how to do this, but I'll figure it out. Hopefully. Okay. Sorry. Excuse my big fingers. Let's see here. I also saw during the reference while I was searching for the references, this has been painted often. So I might try to switch it up a little bit, like maybe extra color. That's about it. I don't want to I'm not very creative, but I try to do what I can. And I also need to put YouTube on the screen so my stuff doesn't shut down and fall asleep because that happens a lot. Why artists won't survive 2025 unless they do this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes I was looking up some artist things and they had like, don't do that, do this. And I'm like, just a hobby. Calm down. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. That sounds good. I need to write that down because my memory is pee pee cock-a-doo-doo. Yeah, I know it's like the opposing colors, so yeah, that's a good idea. I'll write it on my hand like back in the old days of your use red. Yeah, I didn't want to use straight up brown. I was kind of thinking like, what can I use? Oh, like yeah, I forgot. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I will try. And then, oh, okay, cool. Golf. Golf is. I haven't played that since I was, I'm gonna say 9 years old, but I'm not saying it's anything negative. Just I haven't played in such a long time. So, oh, that's good. You got to play with your dad. That's really nice. Let's see. Okay. Why did I do that? I made a boo boo, but it's fine. Okay, now I gotta find something that will stay on in the background and not bother me too much. And then I have to mute it so I don't get copyright stuff, flags, and all that kooky stuff. Okay, and then, oh gosh, I thought I saw Brad Pitt on my commercials. I was like, oh, that doesn't look like him. Okay, so I have this running here, and now I have Snake Eye. Okay, I think. Okay, sorry, I had to make sure. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Bye, take care, have fun watching Squid Games. Sing a song. If you don't sing, you are not artist. I think you're meaning musical artist, not painting or drawing artist. So I think you're in the wrong department, sir or ma'am. And not singing is considered a public service. You are welcome. Okay, what am I doing? By all means, you can sing. Have fun. That's you can have fun with that. That's just not for me right now, especially when I'm like, ugh, I'm so behind on my painting stuff. Where am I my freaking paintbrushes? I have too many. It sucks. Okay, this will have to do. So I think if people are gonna try to troll me, I'm too old and tired for that. Okay. So what else has been going on? I'm not going to talk about what's been going on in the news recently or what events have happened because I'm not the channel for that. There's plenty of channels that are more well versed in those topics. I am not, and it's a bit heavy And I'm trying not, the point of me doing this is to make things less heavy, right? Let me see here. Okay, all of this except here is what, okay, I'm trying to figure out where does what go. And then what has been going on? Yeah, I was buying birthday presents for some family members and relatives. Halloween stuff is out. It's about the same, but some things are less, like the craft pumpkins. If you've been following me for a long while, and you probably have not, I also paint on craft pumpkins. I did carve a few, but supposedly you need a soldering iron. Oh, no. Uh, a heated knife. I forgot the name, but it's like an electric heated knife. But then I bought a soldering iron. I thought that was enough. No, it was not. Plus, I burned my finger a few times. So, yeah, I don't trust myself with such equipment already. So, I'm not very much looking forward to using a heated knife, a hot knife, or whatever. But I can still paint on the pumpkins, which I thought was pretty neat to do. And I did look up references on what to use. And it's always, like Nightmare Before Christmas, Disney, cute sprinkles, ice cream cats, Harry Potter, um, all the things. I mean, yeah, they look great. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm not very much interested. So when I'm interested, I'm like, ugh, what can I do? I don't know. And then what else did I don't have pumpkins on me right now. They're in the other room. My kid took them out early just to have them on display. I might have them in my shorts, but you might have to dig around if you're that bored. But I do have some. I have some plain pumpkins. I still some unfinished pumpkins I should continue working on. But I'm not as interested this time, or like since last year, I'm not that interested. Unfortunately, it was really fun, but they were really heavy on the details, so I think I burnt myself out by doing that. It was my own fault. Sorry. But from what I could do, it was really good. So I might have to do a re-upload or like an update on those pumpkins, whether or not the quality is still pretty good. And it has been pretty good. So I will probably do a revamp, and maybe I'll try to make a new pumpkin. I don't know if I want to carve, because carving hurts my hands. My hands are not the strongest anymore. And the material's kind of hard to deal with. Okay, so I'm thinking. Actually, oh, she left, but I'm gonna try the red that she suggested. But if it doesn't work out, I can always paint over it. I do that a lot. Okay. I saw what she. Okay, this makes more sense. Okay. So credit to 3 AM Arts for adding red. That's a lot of help. I do a lot of things at the same time, so I'm a little overwhelmed. I know some people just go one at a time, one at a time. I kind of don't do that. I'm not an art student, or I kind of was, but it was the not required stuff and some basics. Oh, my nephew, I think he started taking an art class. He went to school kind of late, but hey, I don't judge about that. We all have reasons why we don't go there on the dot. But he was telling me about the art class that he joined, and he felt kind of. I already know what he was gonna say, but I just blurred out, "It's kind of dry, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, why is that?" We, I think he was already bored, but that's the thing about learning the basics. It's hella boring. And you're like, draw a square. Now draw a triangle. Now draw the different perspective. All that other stuff. Um, but it helps in the long run. I'm just not very good at it. I just also don't like a true artist does this. Like, shut up. Just have fun with it. And if it's messed up, just take it as a learning, a learning lesson to what not to do in the future. That's basically what I do. Most of the time. Sometimes I forget and I do the same mistake. But hey, whatever. It now if it's your career, it's your job, I have nothing to say. That's a whole other department. But with this being a hobby, I like it a lot more because it's a lot more flexible. I don't have to worry about a deadline. Though I think I have my own personal deadline, so I get things done and proceed. But lately, I've been just doing a whole bunch of works and progresses, and then I don't finish it, and it pisses me off because I want things done. Because it's so easy for me to just leave things and not do it anymore. I have a lot of those. Um, I'm trying not to, but hey, man, when you're as you get older, I'm lucky enough to even do this as much as I do. Okay, what else is there? I know this is wipe. I just need something to. Oh gosh, am I off? Not me. In no, I mean like the scales. I'm just looking at the. I won't make it super 100%, but at the same time, I want it to be somewhat accurate. And I'm noticing some things are not correct, and it bothers me. But I'll just hope it'll make sense, kind of. Probably. Let me see. So here we are. I know I'm supposed to do like step by step by step, but I also need to see where the heck I'm doing, so I kind of just go back and forth with the lighting and shadows. I know I'm supposed to do one thing and the other thing, and I'm not. I'm too impatient, and I don't have enough time. So I try to cram in as much as I can. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not. But and then there are other times where I like the rushed look. Funny enough, I know some people don't like that, and like I have to spend every time to paint every eyelash, every dimple, every armpit hair. I don't have that time, so I tend to rush things because there's always someone asking for help, and I need to help them. So I have to make sure I get as much done, and then do the helping, and then carry on with proceed next to this. And that's if I'm not disrupted. I get disrupted a lot. Um, I think my husband was suggesting, "Oh, you should just do the entire process of the painting." I've been asked that several times. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I didn't. I hear you, but I'm always asked for help a lot. I'm also tired. I also do errands, and so I'm always moving around, and it disrupts my workflow. I guess I can. That's the best I can describe. And so it's kind of annoying when I am trying to do this because it's very different when you're single versus when you have responsibilities on the clock. And so I understand when some people's like, I'm not gonna have go get well married people, yeah, maybe, but no kids, no kids. I have to give up something. You got to figure things out. I can't say it's possible, but at the same time, you have to figure it out what works for you, what you have to give up. Like for me, I mentioned before, I don't do polymer clay as much anymore because my hands will get dirty with the clay. And if my kid puts something in, well, this is when he was a baby. If he puts something in his mouth, I don't want to go to the bathroom, wash my hands, and then, it's an ER visit. I don't want that to be a thing. So I make sure my hands are clean. They say paint is non-toxic. But I try to keep my hands clean anyway, so I'm not the stereotype. There's a stereotype about artists being sloppy painters and they paint everything, and I can't do that because I'm the one who does laundry. And so I try to keep the mess to a bare minimum. And if it's messy, it's on my hands, on my arms, my hair, it's fine. But clothing, it's happened, but it's not super obvious. My work area, I think it's okay, but I try my best not to make it super messy because I'm the one cleaning it, and I don't like cleaning. Oh, okay, Jurassic animations. Oh, what kind of things do you make for your stop motion animations? That sounds pretty cool. I tried a little. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of time you put into that. So I really respect those who can do stop motion animation, especially those who make movies. My God, that's insane. And they make everything move and flow like real life. It's pretty crazy how what they can accomplish. But it takes a long time, I think. I wish I can do that, and that would be cool though. But I'm patient, but not all the time, unfortunately. And I misplaced my acrylic paint pen, so I'm a little miffed. I put it somewhere last time, and then oops, I don't know where it went. That's my dumb fault. Sorry. It'll show up when I don't need it. That's usually the case. I hate when that happens. So yeah, let me know what kind of stop motions you make. I am interested. Okay. Oh, this one's also super dark. Okay, good to know. Yeah, let me know what other art things are out there. I don't even know sometimes, or I'm not too familiar with, or they have there's a whole bunch of art stuff. It's so cool to see. I'm always jealous, but they always make jealousy as a bad thing, and yeah, it can be a bad thing. But there's also like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I can do that, and then just leave it alone. You're fine. But then if you're thinking very not so nice thoughts about that person that's better off in terms of skill, you need to chill out. Because it can get like that if you compare and contrast your work from other people's work. It can get like that. It's really easy to be like that if you're not careful with your mindset. As for me, I just turn off Pinterest. I turn off Insta for a bit, take a break, and then just work on my own thing and just appreciate what I'm able to do. That's the best way I can do, but I don't know if it works for other people. Um, it kind of works for me, but then I have to do reference hoarding again and then look like, oh gosh, there's more people better than me. Whoops. They're actually pretty good. And so, so when I look at their work by accident, and so I was like, oh, I like this artist stuff too. It's pretty nice. So it's not always a terrible or horrible thing finding new artists and their work. Um, I also appreciate those who can do things I cannot do. So I always like to look out for that. It's pretty neat to see. But I'm also embarrassed at reaching out. It's like, hey, I like your work, because I'm like, oh god, do I sound weird? Do I sound cringe? And probably yes, but it depends if I like their work so much. I think I was a lot more open during the Deviant Art days where I can just comment, fave their work, and just, oh my god, I just geek out on their work. And that's how I made some friends, funny enough. Like the cringe that I have, they found that endearing, supposedly. I'm like, what? Well, why? I apologize for my behavior back then. Yeah, I did not sound like this in my 20s. Or I kind of did, but I acted like a cartoon character. Ugh, ugh, I don't want to remember that. Ugh. Let's see. Here is this. Okay, I made a boo boo. Like a lot. Also, my husband is playing, so just so you know. You're gonna hear some random talks about FPS or first person shooter stuff. I can't do FPS because I get dizzy from that what do you call it? That perspective. I get really dizzy. It sucks. So I can't play that kind of stuff. As I had a few friends suggest games where I have to be in is it first person perspective? The one where you're shooting stuff and it's not like you're running and I don't know the technical terms. See, I warn people I'm not a gamer, but I do have Black Myth Wukong stuff. And so oh my god. I forgot I'm not used to talking a lot, and so my throat gets easily parched. And my water is in my other room. I forgot to get it. Sorry. Oh my god, I messed up again. Why'd I do things? Oh my gosh, I need to remember to get more red. What did I use red for? I freaking forgot. I use it for, I don't use red a lot, but for some reason this one I don't have a lot. What's going on here? What's going on? I forgot. This message is held for review. Oh gosh, it's one of those again. And there's 2 of them. Last time I looked at it, they're not too bad. I've heard worse things. But I don't feel like looking at that right now. I don't know if I should look at it afterwards. Usually I don't mind. I'm like, oh, okay. But this time I'm like kind of hot. And I'm like, I don't feel like looking at it right now. I'm tired. This week was also a bit rough. Not as rough as the previous week or two. But I'm like, I don't want to ruin my mood any further with hurtful comments. Well, not really hurtful. I don't feel like it right now. Okay, so this is going to take a long ass time. Thank you, RR Jr. Make sure you're not looking at the mirror when you say things, sir or ma'am. Let me see. So now there are people that are saying very interesting things and they're not being blocked. Should I do something about it? Should I be offended? This is new to me, so I'm gonna act dumb. Or just not look at it for a while. I mean, I can. I just don't feel like it. And I don't have to answer. But I am saying things out loud. Use your inside. Oh my god. I was telling one of my relatives to use their inside voice because they said something out loud that they weren't supposed to have the other person hear. And I was like, that's not your inside voice. But I feel like with internet, the concept of inside voice is starting to not become moot, I think. No one wants to use their inside voice. Like, they have to say it loud and proud and get attention. I don't have time for that. So anyway, so I'm going to check on comments once in a while, but now that I'm seeing things, I will be a little detached then and work on this. I mean, I'm supposed to. Okay, anything I can talk about that isn't about art, because I don't really have much to say about art, except I do it, and that's it. I do have other works in progress there and other things I want to paint, but... Sorry, I'm looking at this and I'm not liking it too much. Some areas I did not do correctly. Wait, this one, okay. Actually, you should be lucky I'm not my husband. He thrives on troll comments. I don't care for it. I'm like, okay. But we're polar opposites. So while I'm like, I don't care for that stuff, he'll have fun with it. As for me, I'm like, I don't have time for that stuff. Okay. But if it gets annoying, I have to do something. I don't want to have a not very nice environment in my live chat. That's not very nice. Gosh, this is kind of ugly now that I don't have that paint marker. I don't know where I put it. I put it somewhere not very good. I'll find it, like, offline for sure. Somewhere silly and annoying. And I'm gonna rage a haul when I find out where it is. No, it's not there. It's on my other side of the desk. Well, the good thing is I can... Oh my god, what is this crap? I can make the lines thinner with paint, so it's not necessarily a problem. Yeah, it's the first one. It's Snake. JR. Okay, well, I only assume because I have a relative or so that go by JR and it's pronounced Junior. Sorry about that. My mistake. Okay then. Oh no no. Well, the rough stages, it's a good chance it can be ugly, but um still thank you. It's just very rough right now, and I'm just trying to figure out where everything goes correctly this time around. Because the very first sketch was, well, first it was flat, so my depth of perception is crap at that angle. But now it's at this angle, I can see, like, oh, I messed up a lot, and I'm trying to fix it. So there is that. So it's going to take a while until it starts coming together. But the rough stages is usually, I think, when people don't like that part. They just want everything done, everything clean and perfect and all that great stuff. But no, that's not how that works. Well, at least with me, it doesn't work like that. If it's always perfect in every step of the way, yes, I'm envious, but I'm like, I don't have that luck. So I'm like, just do with what I can. It's okay. Oh my gosh. This is too white, but I do need this area anyway, so it's not a bad thing here. Yeah, let me know if I pronounce your name wrong. I appreciate being corrected and you're not a jerk about it. But yeah, it's cool. Thank you for letting me know. Because I always worry that I mess up people's names. And if I pronounce some of the name, I'll only mention the portion that I can understand. And if there's no pronounce, I'm just going to read your comments and then either thank you or wonder why'd you write that. Okay, let's see. Okay, this part has white here. Oh no, I don't aim for perfection, not in the slightest. We already have that in the art world as it is, and I don't. I like the adding some error or the rough look in some of the paintings. I have a lot more appreciation for that kind of stuff rather than everything is clean and precise. But for me, I try to make it as accurate as possible. But if it's like a small mistake and I don't care too much, I'll be like, okay, I'll live. But I want things a little bit more accurate, like in terms of lighting, shadow, where certain areas that are very visible, they're correctly ish placed, and then the blurry parts, screw it. So that's basically it. I don't really plan or analyze things too much. I was like, oh, I like this. Let's see what happens. So that's basically it. And then, yeah, I don't aim for perfection at all. No, I don't. If I do, I'll never have any paintings done. I would never have any paintings done if I aimed for perfection. Oh my god. I can't emphasize that enough because I'm thinking about all the paintings I forced myself to stop because I have to stop. I will keep picking at it, picking at all the problems. It took me a while to get over that. I'm good now. The only other thing about the eyeball, I'm not sure how to, I'm just going to have to just do some weird texture of some kind. Not this one, I just need to put certain areas to mark them down and then fix it up later on. I just need some placement of the lighting to help me not screw up too much. Oh, it's already 11? Oh, shoots. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Do you have a channel? I'll sub you back if you have one. I need to make notes. My memory's crap. I have to write it down. Let me see. Yeah, kinda. I think so a little bit. Yeah, I don't play Minecraft. My kid does. But I kind of get what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I can't find my note. Oh, my notepad is hidden by my pig, but I write on my hand sometimes. It's pretty. It's effective until I'm sweaty, which I also have. Like, whoops. Okay, I'm gonna make the brush smaller because this is kind of annoying. And then, okay. What else has happened this past week? I'm trying to think. I know all the other things on the news. I'm trying to not talk about that because everyone's talking about it to death, and I don't have I don't really have much input in that sort of topics. Those sorts of topics, especially when people don't like things and they shut them down. Oh God, is that a compliment or an insult? Because I've seen teens around, and I'm not a teenager. No way in hell. Oh my God, I don't think I could survive as a teenager nowadays. I'd probably be a lot more pissed off, to be honest. I try not to sound like that, but well, that depends. This is more of my casual talk, normal slash casual talk. Actually, like if I do phone calls, I'm a lot more reserved sounding, and I do joke a bit, but not in this manner. I don't curse at them, obviously, but I do have to talk differently with other people of adult age in customer service because I did deal with customer service before. And if you talk a certain way, you'll get things done faster than yelling and screaming. And I mean, it depends, but I try to be civil and not annoying. So how I sound over the phone with customer service versus how I sound now, I think they sound a bit different. I think. Because people my age, I don't even know how I'm supposed to sound like. Like, act your age, sound your age. Like, care to elaborate? I'd like to know. What am I supposed to sound like? No answer. That's usually how it is. This paint. This message is held for review. I'm not going to look at those anymore. A grandma. No, I'm not a grandma yet, thankfully. I do have a kid, but they're not old enough to get that far, okay? I am glad. Yeah, I'm not trying to force myself to sound young. I don't know how people do that. I would just have a headache if I tried to do that. This is how I actually sound. But maybe sometimes how I sound, people don't take me as seriously. It depends on the situation. I think if I talk more eloquently or use better jargon, it is jargon, then maybe they'll take me seriously. But I don't give a shit about that. I'm like, just talk as if you're talking to a friend, which I try to do most of the time. Unless for whatever reason I don't like the person, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so you sound like that, huh? Okay, I see. I try to be civil, obviously. I don't like the whole concept of ghosting. Don't give me a reason to do that. I'm pretty sure most of us have done that. Some of them is within good reason, and some of them, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But, oh my gosh. People out there are interesting. Sometimes not so good. Oh, yeah, yeah. You kind of have to tweak it as you get older because people do respect you if you talk a lot more seriously and a lot more reserved sometimes. Um, and you have to switch up your tone a bit. I don't like doing that, but I I think I do that when I write a script before I talk over the phone. Yeah, I have to write a script because if I just do my phone calls straight off my head, I'm not very good. I have questions and I will not memorize all of them. So I have to write them down, say them, not go in a fetal position under my desk and make the phone call. That's what I do. Thankfully, you don't have to see how I how to make a phone call when you hate making phone calls. Should that be a tutorial? It has nothing to do with art. Oh my god, I hate making phone calls. I can do them, but I have to prepare myself because I always have questions and then turns out I missed a question. Oh my god, I get so pissed when I find out I missed at least 5 questions. Oh my god. But then, oh well. I can call them again. And I don't want to do that. I already called you. I don't want to do it again. But sometimes I have to make return phone calls. I hate those. I was like, I gotta talk to your ass again? Jeez. I don't say that, of course. I say that in my head. Hello, inside voice. But I'm not very good with phone calls. I have to prepare myself. Unless it's a friend, but I don't really have friends call me. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd laugh too if I didn't have to do it. Well, I laugh anyway. Ha ha ha. Ah. But it helps me out actually. Even if it sounds silly, even if it sounds a bit too excessive for maybe normal people who like talking, it works out for me. It's the only way for me to get the phone call in and get on out and not feel like a total spaz. Um, it was the most effective for me because I had to deal with a lot of customer service. I had to make a lot of phone calls. It really sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I cannot emphasize that enough. But I do it. You, as an adult, you can't like, Mom, can you make my phone call for me? I don't know. I don't want to know who does that. I want to. I can't make fun because I also don't like making phone calls. Same time though. You make the damn phone call. You still don't have to like it, but you still have to do them. Sorry if I talk too fast. Fun fact, even though I do all these live streams, I'm always nervous. But if I talk enough, I kind of psych my brain out to not be as nervous. So it's not too bad. I've heard of people who, I think I suggested some people to, oh, you should just do YouTube and do your art stuff there. And they're like, I can never see myself do that. No way in hell. Oh, I'm too introverted. I'm introverted too, funny enough. But there's a bunch of introverts on YouTube. That's the other thing. A whole lot of them. Ridiculous amounts. But hey, there's, I guess, different categories and subcategories, so I get that. And I'm not forcing people, like, you have to be on here or you're not one of us. No, I'm not like that at all. Just do what's comfortable for you. That's the best way I can put it. And if you need a break, take the break. If, but if you take a break too long, don't do that. Just quit if you're going to do that. Anyway. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can be like that too, but everyone says that. So I'm just like, I need to buy a drink, and so that's about it. No, I kind of just stretch out my discomfort voice, and then that's about it. Um, but that's the thing. We're people too. I want to not like people, but I'm a people as well. Like, do I hate myself? I mean, we have good days and not so great days. I get that, but I try not to be like that as much. Teens in my 20s, especially, I was like that. So 30s, I was slowly accepting, okay, people are not that bad. Just give me small doses of people, then I'm fine. And then that's it. I try to be a little bit more kind to people, especially the ones who are doing great things for the world and giving back somehow. I'm like, man, I wish we saw that news more often than what the heck we're seeing now, because I'm tired. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey man, we great minds think alike, probably. And I don't know, unless we're both nuts. There's also I clown on myself too, so don't worry about that. But yeah, sometimes I see a bunch of people and they're talking really loud and they're like, "Oh, we're having." I don't like the people who try to make their voices louder just to accentuate, to exaggerate that they're all having the greatest times of the greatest times. I don't like that. Like, just have fun and leave it at that. But no, they have to. Um, well, my neighbors don't know my channel, so sometimes I have some neighbors. I will not say which ones, but they are so loud that my husband can hear some of their conversations, like divorce. And I'm like, like, how is this fun? Why are you talking about this? They also might be high, so there's also that possibility. But yeah, their conversations are really loud, and I'm like, you don't. And they're like, yeah, we're having fun. Woo! I'm like, oh my god, can you have fun in the house, not here? But yeah, uh, I just stay away. Like, get away. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Distractions are interesting. Most times, anyway. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I don't know what they're using, but sometimes I would open the window and there's a smell. I'm like, I don't like smells like that. I could never understand why people do that stuff. I won't talk smack about you if you do that. Like, hey, that's your own thing. But for me and my hypersensitive as balls knows, I hate it. It's like it's like that scene that they show about SpongeBob and Patrick going through the perfume section. That's me. Oh my god, I hate the smell. Do you? What did you do? Oh yeah, take your stuff. And then oh man.
To this position like a worm.
You're a worm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably, I mean, they were mentioning the divorce, so I think you're on the nose about that. I'm not making fun of it. I was like, okay, that makes sense now that you mention it. Yeah, I can't take that stuff. Like, the smell alone, I'm like, can you just give me some placebos? Water pills. And then just say really hard, oh, this will help your depression. Like, okay, I'll take that because I don't like smells like that. It's too much for me. And I had people try to convince, oh, once you get over the smell. No, I will not get over the smell. I cannot. It gives me headaches if it's really bad. I found out. Not so much the weed smell, but like strong perfume smells as well. I was in the car with this lady. Her perfume was so strong, my head started to hurt and I was getting nauseous. That's how bad it gets. And I'm like, oh my god. And you can't be like, oh, you stink. Can you like open up? I mean, the window was open, but it was not enough. That's how strong it is. Oh, there is an evil laughter, but there's a theory. Please, grace us with your theory. I'm not saying it sarcastically. I am curious, actually. I just talk weird. So yeah, let us know. What is the theory you speak of? While I paint some more. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not sure, judging from the evil laughter. Oh god. Okay, I'll probably have to do the smaller details now. Okay, so oh my gosh. Which one has small details? I found a pencil, but that's not what I need. That's per usual. Always finding crap I don't need. Oh, yeah, well, I guess they do. They didn't say what their profession / hustle was, but there's no guarantee that it isn't that. So maybe you're onto something. But yeah, I didn't hear long enough, but that's what the husband heard. Yeah, I'm not too fond of those kinds of parties where they have to shout loud and proud how they're having the most amazingest of the amazing fun. Like, we get it. Okay, shut up. But some people are like that. Like, what do you expect us to do? Go show up when we're not invited? We're not a part of your group? I don't get it. But I just stay at home and do nothing. I mean, this is not nothing, but yeah. Okay. Let's see. What? Well, if it that is also possible. They can have similar careers in that aspect. I guess that makes sense. And maybe one of them got more paid than the other, or there's some not so good deal. Hey man, it's Netflix approved. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. I don't watch Netflix that much.
If a watermelon seed grows in your stomach, will it be rejected like a normal human baby?
What? Sometimes it comes out of your poo. That's all I know.
In your stomach, you have to go to the doctor. But if you're pregnant and have a water bottle,
maybe if you ate so much seeds that whatever your colon is impacted, then you have to go to the hospital. Otherwise,
and
you'll poop it out.
Otherwise you will make a watermelon born.
No, that's not how that works.
And the doctor said, "Great job, it's a boy."
No, I don't think.
The watermelon said, "Hi, Dad. I'm a new."
As much as I would be like, that's wrong.
I dropped my pen.
Some parts of myself got stuck to him. Alcoholic. Alcoholic.
What is alcohol?
Liquor. They might be a few houses down, the ones that are kind of noisy. And then the ones up further away that I can still hear, I know they partake in recreational things. Oh, you have another child. Is it a boy or girl? Did they find out the gender yet?
It's a boy.
It's not a tumor?
No, it's not.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, no. It's ready.
Okay, so there might be, but I haven't. There's also younger people around, so they also. I don't know. I try not to pay attention and stick my nose in places that don't belong, but it's possible. Scare kids, and that's how our mothers avoid questioning by. Our mothers avoid questioning by the kids. Oh, yeah. I think told like a very, not very direct, but, well, they just meant, oh, the baby comes out of the tummy. Oh, like, why is the baby there? And then it's like, he hasn't gotten to that stage yet, thankfully, but sooner or later, because he's pretty smart, he'll bring it up. And I was like, talk to your dad. Let's see what happens there. So it's kind of funny how that kind of people interpret that question. I'm surprised people bring up things like storks and like that doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, there are eggs, but that's not the same egg as people eggs.
I saw his feet. Oh my god! I saw the first guy's butt and I saw this guy's feet.
Okay, this part's kind of off, but I'll let it slide.
Oh my god.
Yes, storks. I just remembered how I thought where babies came from, because I think I saw an episode, this is how old I am, I wasn't watching it, but I think some of my siblings are watching it, Golden Girls, and I think there was a lady that was pregnant, and for whatever reason, I don't remember how, but I thought that lady who was pregnant, she ate the baby, and it just stayed in her stomach, and then she'll give birth to the baby. That's what I thought. And I was a kid. I didn't think of this yesterday, or I'd be very concerned for my mental state. But for sure, as a kid, I thought women would eat the baby and then it'd stay in the stomach for X amount of time and then it just comes out somewhere. Somewhere, somehow. I didn't even know if it came out of the front or the back. That's how much kid I was back then. So, but then I was like, where did the baby come from if it's like that? Yeah, it's totally wrong. Totally not. I know. And there's another message. I don't feel like looking at those today. It says that I should review it, but I'm going to let today slide because I'm tired and sweaty and I don't feel like working up a pretend sweat over certain comments. After the last weekend's interesting topics about what this looks like, and it's clearing out, I'm like, that's not that. That's not that. So I'm going to give myself a breather from, I don't know. Actually, I'll try like not looking at those comments I need to review. See what happens off camera. Like, oh, do I look at it off camera? Because this is all trial and error for me with this sort of live stream. Usually I use my webcam thingy and the off camera, but I use my phone because it's a lot more convenient and a lot less BS. But sometimes the audio quality is kind of crap. And some parts of what I'm saying gets cut off, but it's not too bad. But if people complain about that, sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. Have fun with the hunt. Sure. Have good luck with that. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate that oh so much. No sarcasm. If there was sarcasm, I don't know. I'd be a lot more not very nice. But but hey, thanks for sticking around. Have fun. And now, back to our usual program. I have to remind myself now that I'm in a time slot where there's more people, there is a higher probability of trolls trying to say weird things. And I'm not used to that because on my old time slot, there's like almost nobody there. And the ones that are there, they're up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I feel bad. So I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You just go to sleep. Don't worry about it." But then I do kind of gripe about the count of people on my videos that they just go in, go out, go in, go out, go in, go out, and I would be kind of bored enough to bring that up. But then later on, it's not improving my view hours, and I was like, what? So I could do this for a whole long time and I don't get much improvement. So that's why I try to do a test run of different time slots of when's the best time for me to do these live streams, and this was amongst them. So here I am. Dun, 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 dun. I just put that pig away. Why are you taking it? Is that the pig in the tummy earlier?
Yeah.
And are your hands clean?
Yeah.
When you're done, put it back where you got it, okay? I don't want to see it lying around in random places. Oh, I don't like the mom voice. Oh, okay. Messed of man. What is that? Oh, gosh. Okay. So here. Sorry. My God, this will take so long. Because I have the card version of this. I shown it in my last stream. But then, what? If you're not going to behave, go in the other room, please. What I don't like about larger scale painting is it takes a lot longer. But if I like something enough, I will do it. But this one was on a whim, and I didn't realize there's this much green in details. But I already committed, so I gotta do it anyway. Hopefully, I'll still keep... Because there's some instances where I did the painting, then I get tired or bored or distracted, and then it does not get completed for several months. Yeah, at least 1 or 2 months, and then, oh, right, I should work on it. And then turned out pretty good, so... There's always that chance where I take a break, and it'll still be fine. But there are other times where I don't even finish the painting, and it's been like 5 months already. Oh, shoot. Because I see people who have like a buttload of paintings. I wish I could do that. But I have things to take care of. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. There's always something to do as you get older. Because I do compare and contrast how I was like doing art stuff as a kid / teen / 20s and single versus how I am now with all these things going on. And I was like, man, I had a lot of hours. Whoa. I didn't realize it took me so long to get things done, clean and precise. And then now I bum rush a lot of things. I do a lot of things kind of fast, but it's kind of impressive. It kind of trains me to, I don't know about being efficient, but taking care of things several times at once, and then I have to multitask behind the scenes and hopefully return to the painting, but that's not always the case. Like this, I didn't even start on this. When did I start this? The colors. I'm pretty sure Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday I resumed the colors, and then I just stopped because stuff happens. A movie?
Pumpkin scary.
Oh, thank you.
That's so kind of scary.
Sorry, not you. My kid's showing me the pumpkins. Movie. I never even thought that far. What kind of movie? I'm not really a movie person, funny enough, but I do like funny things sometimes. I think it's the short attention span. That's why I'm not as drawn. I mean, also the movies nowadays. Oh my gosh, what's going on? But boy, go. So, any suggestions for movies? Oh yeah, comedy for sure. The only other problem is, let me try to think. Sometimes when I try to be funny, people don't like it. And I notice mostly women don't like my humor. Some women are okay, but then there's some of them, they're like, "You're so mean. Why are you like that?" I'm like, but those other people get to be mean and funny. How come I can't be? So I don't know. And it's the same humor, except I'm female, and the other ones making the humor as well are male. And so I notice that sometimes when I try to be funny, and then I get told, "You're so mean." I was like, "What?" Those guys are saying even more mean things and with bad words. How come I'm the mean one? You know, I never understood that. I thought it was kind of stupid. And then there's a whole bunch of clowns saying women can't be funny. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's a bunch of Filipino women hella funny, but sometimes they can be mean too. I understand that. There's like the thin line between funny and whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that? Calm down, lady. But I try my best not to be like that. Um, to have comedy and hurt other people's feelings. But it's kind of hard. Everyone gets their feelings hurt. But I tried not to, at least, you know. It's like a buddy cop movie. Oh, God, no. I'd be the one barfing on the side if there's a dead body. Oh, do you do any art, by the way? I'm just wondering. I tend to ask around, but sometimes I forget. Like any drawings or digital art. I'm sorry if you said so and I forgot because the thing is scrolling up. Okay. This is not the brush for this, but I'm just trying to put some stuff here before I forget. You draw your dog? Hey, man, I do that too. Well, not all the time, but I don't have pets anymore, but then I realized I didn't draw any of my pets. No, I did, but I was like super little, so I only drew them on notebook paper. So I only have. I drew card art of my dogs. Not all of them, but like one in particular, my last dog. But I should do more, but I don't have too many pictures of them. That's what bums me out. Because I wish I had I didn't have my camera phone back in the day. Only the physical paper photos, and I didn't even have that much. So I was like, oh shoot, much regrets. So I do have paintings of my cats. I had cats too, and my last dog, and my sister's dog because I used to dog sit that dog too. Yeah, it's kind of sad. That's why I don't want pets anymore because I know what happens after a while. I had too many, and then it's just sad every time. It's not like, oh, and I don't like, oh, let's replace the one that passed away with a new pet. I can't do that anymore. It's freaking sad. Maybe when I was younger, I was willing to like, okay, a new dog, a new cat. But as you get older, and it's still painful after, like once they go, it's like, I can't do it. My heart. I know I'm laughing, but it's actually really sad. So I try not to bring out the waterworks. I'm okay now, but like back then, whew, sheesh, that was rough. Nah, no, it's not that bad. Now it's okay, but I think when it happened, this was 2016, so that was a while ago. So it's not that bad. But yeah,
This is the full wagon train.
Where at? Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that. I told you not to fool around. Sorry, my kid's trying to steal a spotlight from his mother. I'm just kidding. My kid knows I do too much. So yeah, yeah, it's sad, but while I accepted it, I don't think I can have pets anytime soon. But my family wants a cat, and fun fact, I'm allergic to cats, so I can't be the crazy cat lady of yore because I can be around cats for about 30-45 minutes inside a building, and then and then I'm blowing my nose and it's a faucet and my eyes are watery. I feel miserable. I can't be a cat lady. Yeah, it's a while ago. I'm not super sad about that, but yeah, when they say time heals all wounds, it depends on what it is, and to some degree, yes, that is true. Did you fart again?
No, it was a chair.
There's no chair here except my chair, and I didn't do that.
No, it's the pillows.
Pillows don't make that sound.
Just bit.
Yeah, it's totally okay. But yeah, um, sometimes when I do have old pictures of my dogs in my phone, it's like, oh, I should draw him, and so I would draw some of my dogs. But some of them I don't have pictures of them that much. I had other dogs, but they were when I was a lot younger, and I was not familiar with most of them. Um, but yeah, I do like dogs. A lot more than cats since I'm not allergic to them. But at the same time, I'm like, ugh, my heart. I don't do. Yeah, they say it's like a child in a way. I mean, it is and it's not, because at least you can talk to your child. But people, hey, they got dogs and cats to say words too, so I can't really balk on that. But I get it. They're family. They're family, and I don't feel. I don't know. Just replacing. I feel like I'm replacing family if I think too hard. And I'm like, oh, let's not think too hard. Oh, you're in the Philippines. Oh, cool. I have relatives there. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, what? How bad is the storm? I heard about some floods a while ago. Yeah. Take care. I hear how it gets serious over there. At least from what my relatives said. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. Well, I'm all right. Just sometimes I explain too much than I should, so I appreciate that. Let's switch from dead pets to floods. Okay, sorry.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, okay. Is it like a super serious size of a? I don't know the technical terms, but like, how serious is it? You said big storm. What was that? What will that entail? Let's see. What is that color? Teal? Maybe it's teal. Okay, okay, not because yeah, I know certain areas they are hit way more than certain than others. Not the entire country is struck the same way. I understand. I only know that because my mom and my brother go there often, like once or twice a year now. It used to be once a year, now it's twice a year. But they would talk about the stormy weather or typhoon weather around the time they would go. Typhoon, oh, it's like hurricanes and stuff,
That's my tear down.
and they cause floods and all that. Yeah, not tear down, it's real.
Tear
Oh,
down has
okay,
the most-
okay. I got the idea.
Tear down has the most.
Hopefully
disaster.
things. I don't know. I just hope there's not much casualties. But I want to wish good things. But nature is a butthole. That's the best way I could put it. Yeah, yeah. Shit. I want good things, but it don't work out. Excuse me. Um. Well, you did mention you're good, so hopefully whoever else, like other relatives and stuff, they're okay too. I can't do very much. Let me see. Okay, it's slowly coming together, but I'm a lot faster off camera. But at least there's some parts that okay, that looks a little better. Like especially when I put highlights and it doesn't look super ugly, then it's like there's hope. I can fix it. So that's good. And even if I do make like around here in particular is kind of bothering the hell out of me. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so let me fix this up and then I'll show a little bit more of the other stuff I have on hand. I don't have everything on me right now because I'm tired. Not bad tired, just like, oh, this week knocked me out a bit. Okay, so let this set to dry. Oh, is that a dialect or is that? Oh, okay. What's that mean? I'm not familiar with that one. Is it still Tagalog or something else? Because I know we have a whole bunch of dialects. What are you doing, sir?
This is the picture of how a Roblox player passed out.
Okay.
You have to do this to kill a Roblox player.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Okay, so other stuff you mentioned. So while you figure that or translate further, I have other stuff here. And I tried to do anime. This is self-portrait. No, I don't look exactly like this. I just tried to get the hair at most and whatever the heck outfit. Though I do want this jacket. I don't know if it exists, but I would not kill for a jacket, but maybe throw a chicken at the person to take the jacket.
What is Nerds candy?
Just candy that's kind of sweet and sour.
But they're babies and small. It's a baby candy.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's very true. No matter what status, like, hey man, nature hits. There's no discrimination when nature is involved. Okay. Oh my goodness. I almost dropped it. Yeah, no, I almost did. I caught it. Okay, so I'll just do this way. Excuse me. Yeah, that's very true. So, meanwhile, well, you mentioned show other work. I'm like, I have a few right now. I think was the second attempt at myself drawing with as anime, because I think I had this AI filter where you turn characters into anime. Remember that Ghibli filter? I did that. I looked like an 80-year-old woman and I hated it. So they had a Sailor Moon-ish version of that, and that one's a lot better, but I tweaked it a bit so it sort of looks a little bit like me more. And then this one, I sometimes make my hair a little bit wavy because sure, why not? And then I was like, I want a baggy jacket, and I was like, oh, I want this jacket. I don't know where it is, but I would like this jacket very much. So yeah, this one's also acrylic paint, similar to the snake, and then this one is watercolor and acrylic paint pen. I'm pretty sure. So there's that, and I think this one's done. Well, there's supposed to be a background, but screw it. But this one is still a work in progress. I just had it tucked away somewhere and I forgot. So that's usually one other reason why I don't do art things. It's because I misplaced it. And then this one, oh, my stand fell. Lovely. Yeah, welcome to my life where I drop everything every 5 minutes. So this one, there's this thing where people paint on rocks. Yeah, I want this jacket. Well, badass would be a nice bonus, but I was like, I want a jacket like that. I don't know where one is. And if it is, it's probably like 300 bananas. Shoot. And then I also paint on rocks. I just saw this weird face on Pinterest and yeah. This was not very popular for some reason, and I understand. He understands. Okay. Can you not make noise like that, please? Yeah. He is contracting the derp or dorp. And then this one I did not do. I got this from Target here a few days ago, but I want to repaint certain things. Like the mushrooms I would like to paint. This obviously I would like to paint. This I might just leave alone. But yeah, I want to repaint this just to see how I would do. Can you lower that? Or just go in the other room. What did I tell you? Hey, if you're not listening, go to the other room. Are you going to stay here and behave or go in the other room?
I will stay here.
Okay, lower that then, okay? I don't want to take the phone away. Oh, no, that's just some Halloween decor I got from Target. And I didn't see this before, so I was like, okay. And there's another one where they have, like, the skull and the upper torso, but no arms or arm skeleton parts. And then, yeah, I want the bigger one, too. But I wanted to start small with this one, mainly because I have to make sure I actually do this. I actually repaint this. And then if it works out and they still have the larger version, I will get that one too. But that's if they still have it. That's the problem. I don't like hoarding things and I don't use the project because I do that with pumpkins. But yeah, it's very... As much as I want to say organic, I hate using organic. But yeah, some stuff has like little flocked thingies on it. So it's kind of... ew. Like this one, I think some of it got rubbed off while it was in the bag. I could still paint it, make it a little bit more realistic, give it more shadows. But yeah, this was from Target for 12 bucks. So I'm going to try to repaint over some areas. And then I also was working on some shoes. Excuse me. I think you were not around last time. A few people were, and I think this is what garnered my popularity. And please excuse the paint. I was too lazy to get a separate container, and I used the shoe because I do that now. So I have Venom here. Yeah, I have to have the mom voice. I hate it. I don't like it. I want to be a cool parent, but when you are the cool parent, your kids end up kind of crappy. So I have to throw in the mom voice. And so yeah, I haven't touched this shoe. There was some things going on. Oh, I have a paintbrush. I forgot. And please excuse that. I don't know why it gets dirty in there. But this one I will not do as much on this side. Maybe a few more tendrils, but not as extreme as the other one. What I don't like is it kind of makes my shoe, the material kind of thick. I don't know. Okay, and then the other shoe, which also has paint. Give me a second. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. Oh, please excuse the hair. This one threw me. Oh, this one I have to fix. I put too many tendrils on here, and I'm trying to paint over it. Then I got overwhelmed. I'm sorry. Because the other side is, I like this one better. This one's a lot better. So yeah. And it's a Venom, and he's like this blobby thing sticking to the side of the wall, at least according to the reference. Originally, I meant to have this as like a sunset gradient, but it was kind of like Instagram gradient. Well, let's not think too hard. But then I also wanted to do some kind of landscape originally, like a beach, ocean setting, sky setting, and just left it at, then I did this. Why did I do this? And it caused me some trouble earlier on, but I still like it. I'm just, the only problem is I don't know if I should even wear it because it seems too loud for me. I do like that it can kind of follow up on these. Oh my gosh, give me a hard time. Like, oh, they're kissing, but this one's too heavy. Like, ugh, because there's paint on here. So yeah, it looks like they're kissing. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, no, it's not. Look at their little faces, all tongue-tied. Okay, that sounds gross. But yeah, it's still incomplete. I got tired and a bit overwhelmed. Some recent incidents happened I don't want to talk about. But I do have a whole bunch of other projects that I've been working on. And this one's okay. I think I can do better, but I'm not sure how yet. But yeah, I'm not working on this right now because I gotta work on this boy here. And then the weekend before, I have rainbow reptile paintings, but check the last live stream for that. I'm tired. I probably fandom for what? It depends. Yeah, I don't like a lot of anime fandoms. I don't know. And I think I mentioned earlier I want to paint this one. I found this at Daiso. This Japanese dollar store. It's not a dollar store anymore. It's like everything $2.25 when it used to be $1.50. So I was super sparingly about that. What? Okay, sorry. I just have things I like to try to paint and have fun with it, and that's about it. And I do notice I have a lot of fan art, and I think I mentioned a while ago, someone was like, you only do fan art, but you don't make your own work. I'm like, yeah, shut up. This is fun. And I'm not saying, oh, this is my original work. No way in hell will I ever say that. I just do this for fun, to practice, to review what I remember from doing art stuff. And that's about it. Oh gosh, what is moving? Okay, I'm going to put this back here. because my hand is not steady. It's not shaking, but it's also not steady. And I don't want to make you motion sick. I'm sorry. So yeah, what time is it? Oh, it's midnight now. Okay, now it's the next day. Okay, sorry. I brain froze. Not literally, but I was like, what am I doing? Okay. So, maybe I should just do lines instead of just going back and forth, back and forth. Like, yeah, you should have done that 20 minutes ago, dum-dums. I know. But it's super lax, so I don't care that much. I think if there was a deadline, I'd be a lot more frazzled and worried about things getting done faster, but it's not, so it's fine. Okay, here. Yeah, you're right. Just turned midnight. Woo! I'm supposed to be sleeping early. Maybe 12:15, 12:30. Maybe. Gosh, I was watching a live stream often. I watch other people's live streams sometimes if I remember. And then I saw one in particular where they said, "Can I get 1,000 likes? It'd be really great." Or even 2,000. I was like, "That'd be nice." But I don't gripe on that. I just started this what is it? This time slot recently, and so I don't expect to be like 500,000K, 600,000K. No. I just this is again just for fun and see how far I can go. Oh, I put too much water. That's fine.
Heat, heat, heat. Heat up. Heat, 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 heat. Heat up.
Only? Oh, that's not bad then. Is it Saturday there already? I forget the times. There's so many time zones, it's hard for me to keep track sometimes. Alright, so here the scales are slow. That's all I can say. I want to say slowly coming together, but it's I got distracted with the colors. I just wanted to see if like there's a chance of me fixing it, and there is. So okay, I go back and forth a lot. I know there's like a certain step, go step by step by step. I don't do that, and that's my own fault. But again, this is just for hobby and just testing things around. Nothing wrong with that. And also, I found out I was super off with some of the line art, so I'm trying to fix that. I did mention I have a grace period, and this is the grace period. I have to do things properly, or if I mess it up, it's gonna bother me, and I'd have to go back and fix it. Then I don't want to do it. It's stupid. Okay, so this one is here, and then this one is probably here. It's supposed to be this one, but I messed up because that's what I do now, and I made a boo-boo, and I'm not crying, and that's fine. Yeah, I need to get used to this level of activity where there's actually people. I'm so used to the Wednesday time slot in the morning. There was like virtually no one there, and it was that boring. Not boring, but I would point out, oh, that person left, that person left, that person definitely. Oh, hey, how you doing? And once in a while, I may get a chat. A few of my friends were able to go join, so that was really interesting to see. But it's not very often. I don't expect them to show up, but I always am like super happy when they do show up. But then most times, yeah, I don't expect them. But then I'm not garnering enough um, video views because I don't do video editing. I know I should, but I don't like video editing. I'm like, what's wrong with you? That's what all it's YouTube all about. You ever hear the stories of people on YouTube where they talk about how long they make videos? Like the editing's like 16 hours, 18 hours, 25 hours. Yeah, I do have a child. He's nearby me. And I'm not a teenager either. So yeah, that's an interesting way to figure things out. But yeah, the time slot back in my old time slot was a little boring. There's not a lot going on, but I did like that I was a lot more alone and not like oh I'm alone. It's more like there was less people bothering me and saying weird ratchet things, which I don't mind because I've seen other live streams and there's always some random ass weirdo or 6 or 10 causing a ruckus and they don't have a moderator. But there's some really cool people that volunteer themselves to moderate, which I was like, oh, that's really nice. I don't know if I'll ever get that. But meanwhile, when I'm looking on my own, and then there's like, oh, there's comments to review, and I looked at like the first few days. It is to be expected. But today in particular, like I mentioned, I don't feel like it. And I'm going to test whether or not it's still available after I do the live stream. And if it's like, no, it's closed now, you can't look at it anymore. Hey, I'm not missing out. But yeah, it's something to expect when there's more activity. And I think a lot of people don't like that. I get it. Yeah, it's no problem. I have a kid. He's nearby me. He should be sleeping. But it's the weekend, so we tend to let it slide. Uh, Let me see here. Okay, so this is that. That is this. I think. Okay. So the lines are going to be kind of messy, but I'll clean it up, I swear. I swear. I swear on my imaginary chicken's life that I will fix it. This is that. Okay. Um, Amazon. This I don't think this one's too good because the paints I have are not very smooth. I should probably like add acrylic. What is that? Gesso or water because the black paint I have it's super chunky and it I don't have fine. I know like in videos they have like sweeping fine lines. I don't have that, and I should, but I don't have enough time to make that paint the way it is. So I just kind of rush and make really awful lines. But at the same time, I know I can fix it, so it's not like the end all be all. Like oh, I made a mess, throw in the trash. It's not like that at all. If I can fix it, then there's hope. That's all that matters. If I cannot fix it, I can paint over it. So I try my best not to waste all my art materials. If there's hope, there's life in terms of making this painting work. What is the something? There's a lot of things. It's just I mentioned just now. It's I think I got it from Amazon. It's I can't even read. There's freaking paint on it. But it could be better. Just my paint is not working out. It's like Oh my god. It might be a Chinese brand, random Chinese brand Vianzi. I don't know. My dumb self put paint on it, so I can't even read what the heck that is. But I most likely got it from Amazon. Like, just go on Amazon. They have a ton of yeah. They have cheap brushes, but if you look enough, they do have professional looking brushes, and I guess you can. I don't know about trusting reviews, but just you have to do the research and look whether or not you think it's okay. But I just get cheap stuff most of the time. Yeah, it's all right. No problem. I'm just sorry that I can't read And I worry if I scrape it. Oh, it's N. Vinazi? Vinanzi? Whatever this says. Vinazi. I hope. Nanzi. Is it Chinese? No, I don't know. It might be a Chinese brand, though. I'm also not sure when I got this, but I'm pretty sure it was in Amazon. Yeah, I think I saw some people, they mentioned how to make the paint a lot more smoother and easy to work with. I think they just add water and acrylic gesso more or less, so it's a lot more smooth. I don't have that kind of time. I want to, if but I always have to take care of things. So I just do with what's in front of me and just mix some water barely and see what happens. Sometimes it works, most times, oh god, what's that? But I usually just put water. But sometimes too much, it looks like that. What is okay. I think a while ago people tried to ask me like, "Oh, what should you do for your career? Can you be like those street artists that sit at the tourist spots and you draw people?" I'm like, "No." I don't trust myself drawing other people. But I know people are those kinds of artists, those caricature artists, they sometimes intentionally make that person look funny or really exaggerated. I'm not that kind. So I don't trust myself behind the paintbrush of doing other people's caricatures. I know, like, oh, that's what you want. Are you sure? And that's fine. But yeah, some people laugh, but you'd be surprised how some people might take offense to that. So I'm like, I don't want you to feel bad. But I can. Caricatures are kind of hard. I think I had to do some from like some of my relatives, and you have to kind of exaggerate prominent features like their nose, their eye shape, their teeth, their jawline, and so even though their proportions are distorted, it still looks like them. And then they mentioned you can use a piece of fruit or some kind of geometric shape of some kind, and just go from there. Liquitex. Oh, okay. I'll look that up actually. And I'm writing on my hand as I uh medium. Yeah, maybe I need something like that. I might have heard of it, but I forgot the name as well. Because sometimes I do like, uh, not random, but just small searches here and there for art supplies and anything else to help me with painting. Like they can make the paint more thick, they can make it thinner and dry slower, as you said. So yeah, I think I might have seen what you're talking about, but the name is just eluding me. It's I forgot, but I know what you're talking about. Thank you so much for the reminder. I'll try to look for it later down the line. I mean, at later as in next week, not 6 months from now. Okay, okay. These are good reminders. Thank you so much. Have you tried it before? Oh no, you said you did. Like, what did you paint using that stuff? Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Some people like where they offend others. That's their marketing ploy. I just worry I might go a little too far if I try it because, like I mentioned earlier, like when other people, especially males, have like a kind of um I don't know about rude, but more kind of extreme humor. People laugh, but when I do it, I get, "Why are you so mean?" I get that often, and usually from women, and a few guys, but mostly women. And so that's what I worry about. Like if that translates into my caricatures, like would they take offense to that, or will they actually think, "Oh, this is kind of interesting"? I don't look like that, but it's still good. So, um, I've only done a few, but they didn't favor the caricature. They like the ones where it looks like the person than the caricature. So I was like, you told me to do this, and they picked the good one. I mean, the other one. Okay, fine. But yeah, I do. Uh, I've heard of some places where they yell or they say insults at customers and they serve them. I think that's in London. I think my husband was looking that up, where you go to a burger joint somewhere in London and then they hurl insults at you and give you the crappiest service ever and they still give you your food and roll their eyes. That's their whole spiel. And people keep coming. So going to that place to eat even though they're insulted and ridiculed for existing. And so I was like, I don't think I could be in that environment. I might have high blood pressure, and so I don't think I could go there. But my husband's very curious about going there. Like, I want to go there and make fun of them too. I'm like, yeah, you go there by yourself. I don't want high blood pressure. You go there. I'm not very interesting in that aspect. But he likes to do stuff that's opposite of me, I guess. So I'm like, okay, you do that. I'm gonna stay in the hotel or take a nap. Have fun with that. I forgot what that place is called though. I think it was like on YouTube, like a highlight, a weird, unique restaurant highlight of some sort. Really, I think I saw them in Hawaii. There was a female caricature artist, but then her stuff is super offensive, but they laugh. I wonder if they would ever show ones where the customer gets offended. That I would like to see. They always almost always show like, oh, ha ha, my boobs are hanging over that guy's forehead, like that. And so I wonder if there was any of their customers are like, hey, I don't like this. Why did you give me this? I want my money back. So I would like to see those kinds of scenarios, situations with caricature artists, because I know we like to see good things, but we also want to see the I'd like to see the other side of, oh, what happens if they don't like what you did. Watch the Nathan for You episode. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. I'm not sure. Is that on like Netflix or Hulu or do they have it on YouTube? Whatever. Like, where can I watch that? I don't know why. It sounds somewhat familiar, but I'm not sure. I haven't watched stuff in a while. I've only been like binge watching YouTube, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. It's this, I know I should search other things to look up, but I got a little lazy. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me do some black here as well. I know I shouldn't, but I also need to have some kind of markers on where to do the rest of the shading and all that. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, if they have it on like at least a clip of what you're talking about, I'll check it out on YouTube because it just it's right there. I'll do it. Yeah, yeah. I know sometimes like they would have old animes that I would watch as a kid, and then they got rid of it. They got rid of it. I guess they had licensing conflicts and this and that, and I was like, oh. But there are some not as popular. They're still there now. So I every so often I could still come back to certain animes, but not all of them. But yeah, when they are there, oh, it's so great to have. But when they're taken down, oh my heart. But yeah, thank you. I'll try to look that up. Sometime this weekend, hopefully, if I'm not too busy. Maybe 12:30. I gotta close things up because ooh, anime. I have several.
Say goodbye.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I think it has to be one of the first ones I watched. Not a lot of people are familiar. People my age who eat saltwater taffy, they probably have heard of it. It's called Project Ego. I think it's like the entire, I don't know about synopsis, but like the entire theme of this movie is parody because it's based off kind of like Jackie Chan's Project A. because they had sailors. It was such a weird movie, but it's this girl who's super powered and she tries to lead a regular high school life with her friend Seiko. Main character, the strong girl, is named Aiko, and she has crazy ass powers, but she can't fly. And it was great. They had a whole bunch of parodies from like this, I guess, 70s and 80s. Um, yeah, I think they will have it on YouTube either in English dub or English subtitles, but because I grew up around the English dub and it was pretty good for its time, I tend to gravitate towards the English dubbed of Project Echo. But only the first movie good. Afterwards it gets kind of late. Not lazy, but their voice actors changed and it's not that great. And the animation quality is not as good. So but they still continue on with the story. But yeah, they have like small adventures here and there, and it's, I'm not very good at explaining it, but there's a lot of action and there's girl fights, there's aliens, alien abductions, aliens trying to take over the world. And there's even, well, I don't want to put in spoilers, but there's some superheroes involved from the west, funny enough. So I was like, "Oh, okay." But I think they may have it still on YouTube. Let me check if they have it. But I mean, I might as well before I sign on out. Look up Project Echo. I'm not sure if they even have the entire series. And then they have like a space series. It's kind of, I I don't understand it. It's kind of ugly. But the first movie for sure I think is the best of the bunch. Project Echo. Oh gosh, yeah, they have a retrospective. They have clips. Oh my god, did they take it down? I'll be upset. No, why would they take it down? It would be amongst the first of the first, and it's the full movie. Oh my god, I think they took it down. Those jerks. I guess I can check Daily Motion. They have Robot Carnival. That one's actually pretty good. They do have missile launchers installed in the antagonist's wrist that she made herself. She's also like a prodigy robots designer, and she uses her robots. The bad guy slash bad girl. She wants Seiko to be her friend, but Aiko's in the way, and so she makes all these crazy robots to try to destroy Aiko, and Aiko just like pummels them to the ground and just is late for school. But I don't see it here. I would totally let you know if they have. I only see clips. What the heck? Would they say full movie? They have four. That's not. Ugh. They have three. Oh no, they have two. Gray side, blue side. That's not what I want. They don't have one. Oh no. Ugh. I think they have one in a different. It might be Spanish trans subtitles. Oh no, they took it down. I'm so sad. Maybe Daily Motion may have it. Let me check. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Um, what other ones? Obviously, Akira is really good, but it's kind of confusing. Especially, it does not adhere to the manga. I was that interested to like, oh, what happened afterwards? So yeah, Akira's really good in animation. Crazy amazing with animation. It's kind of weird, but it's very futuristic. Very well. They do talk about social commentary, so take that for what you will. But I was just seriously enthralled by the animation and the art. I'm like, oh my god, I wish I can do that. It's so cool. Akira, Project Echo. Trying to think. Um, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, I think, has better animation than the first one. So that one's also pretty good, but I think some areas might be slow. Animation's really nice as well as the art. Yeah, yeah, it is kind of Radha Krishna painting. I'm not sure what that is. Um, Let me try to find Daily Motion. Yeah, Akira is a bit, yeah, it's not like happy-go-lucky adventure sort of thing. It's more like social commentary and futuristic stuff and experimentation of children, apparently. So, yeah, I think if you think too much into it, it is quite sad. I agree. But I try not to think too hard. So it is easy to get sad, I understand. But I also try to just like, okay, I see what's going on here. But the art's still crazy amazing, especially when if you see the behind the scenes clips of how they painstakingly draw and paint every single lights off the tiny windows. Oh my god, man, I can't. Ugh. The envy. Let me see if I could find Project Echo on Daily Motion. There's Project One Way. I just hope it's nothing weird. Well, they have two. Okay, so you can watch it on Daily Motion for Project Echo, but I found it on, I think the person is uh Kyoto Films, and I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, it's just some stupid Reddit story. I need it on so my computer doesn't fall asleep. So yeah, just check out Daily Motion. They'll have it. But my stuff is on mute right now, so I don't get copyright flag. Yeah. Um, because of YouTube shutting, removing certain videos, especially old stuff I enjoyed, I found Daily Motion. It's not, I didn't discover it, but they have a bunch of movies there, so I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's really, um, it's insane. Oh yeah, Vampire Hunter D. The first one, I was disappointed. I remember seeing the cover and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Because it was like a well-established artist. I think Yoshitaka Amano, I think his name is, and so his art's not the common anime style. But then you watch the anime, it's like, "Oh, this doesn't look good." And there's some parts where it's a little boring and a little bit adult, so it's not, I'm pretty sure it's not for everyone, but it's nostalgic for me, so I'll watch it once in a while, but as like a background sort of thing. But Bloodlust, I think, is a huge improvement, but yeah, they do have some talking scenes that do get kind of boring, but I do like to appreciate the art and animation here and there, so I will try to watch it when I can. So I'm starting to read the comments. Yeah. The blood, sweat, and tears with all the cell painting animation. My God. I'm so like, what is that? Meanwhile, I struggle with giant scales where they're just doing the tiniest of the tiniest paintings of the lights of every window of a massive building. That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna be wrapping things up now because I have to clean up too. I was like, oh, I should clean up before I do this, but then I get too carried away. Like I get excited, like, oh, let's just do this, and get this over with. And I mean, I get it over with, but like, I want to do this now before I lose the motivation. So I do this. Oh, sorry for the EBs. Are you sleeping, sir?
No, I'm pretending I'm like this.
Okay, what is this?
Baking death from a deaf apple.
Don't. Can you pretend other nice things, not that?
I'm pretending death from a deaf apple.
Oh, my kid recently learned about the death apple. It's like, why do you have to learn about that? You don't have to learn about that. And I learned about it from him. Anyway, what did I do today? So I had some progress on. excuse me.
Death apple is also known as the tree of death. They can be found in Hawaii. Some death apple trees can be found.
Yeah, I just found out from my kid. I vaguely remember from those unusual apples, unusual fruits on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, but then he started reading about death apples. I was like, why do you want to learn about that? But oh, thank you so much. If you have a channel, I'll follow you back. I just have to remember. Identity Obscura. Might be another YouTube. Oh my gosh, I got kicked out. Okay. It's back now, I think. I wonder what that looks like when I check online.
On my channel? Why?
Okay, I'll check your I'll add you back. Why not? Well, I don't know if you have a subscription, but yeah, I don't mind following back. I would love to. So what did I do? This, and then I shown some either works in progress. Well, I think this is almost done. It's just there's a background, and I'm still like, oh, should I even do it, or just focus on the jacket? Because that was my main focal point. The jacket. I want a jacket that probably does not exist. And some other things I want to paint in the future, like this guy I got from Daiso. I like the green, but I want to change it up a bit because why not? Oh, this one. I use watercolor marker. Yeah. I did it with these sorts of markers from Arteza. I don't know. And then they have like those water two brushes that I used. Well, you can use regular water and brush, so that's fine too. So yeah. Oh, thank you. And then I think I used what did I use? Black. It might have been an acrylic paintbrush because this is not the watercolor of black. Thank you so much. And then yes, I also want to repaint this thing I got at Target for $12. I like what's going on here, but I might want to change certain things like the painting here, make it look more like a skull, like rotting. Yes. And then I might paint certain parts on here, even though it's kind of flocked already. I painted flocked materials before, so it's not too much of a concern. I just need to figure out how to make this not too plasticky, because some parts here look like very plastic. And I want to paint on it. And then I did mention the shoes, but I got stuck because I was really tired. But I do have progress, kinda. So this is one side of the shoe. And this is the left side of the shoe. So I have a bunch of stuff to work on. I need to not... But I made a mistake here, and I'm trying to clean it up. There's supposed to be tendrils following from here to there, but I made too much, and then it went on here. I cleaned this part, but now I'm stuck with this. And one of my concerns is my paint might be too thick on here because there's too many layers. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of works in progress I keep doing and I don't totally complete because life happens or I get distracted and it'd be like that. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of things to work on, but I still like it. So it's not like I don't want to do it no more. It's not like that at all. I just like a lot of things, and I get kind of stuff piling up because life happens. So yeah. But as long as I still enjoy it, coming back to it is not too bad. I think the worst case scenario is you don't want to do any art. You don't want to do anything at all. Like, screw it, why bother? You know, there's so many people better than me. There's so much stuff I gotta take care of. So I understand that mindset as well. But for me, it's all I'm good at. I have to keep doing it. Plus, I have a whole bunch of ideas I want to try and art supplies I would like to try, like the one you just mentioned with that medium for making paint last a little, dry a little slower. I would like to try that. and some other things too. So yeah, there's always something for me. So I don't feel like I'm ever truly bored. I just get a little scatterbrained. So yeah, I will wrap things up now. Thank you so much again for joining me. Thank you, new subscribers, and you over there, Identity Obscura. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, weekend, wherever you are. Um, I forgot. Before I go, I do would like to include my shameless plug. I'm also on Instagram, and this is my very lame attempt at uh what is it called, like computer graphics. So I'm on Insta, so this is my Instagram. It's all one word, the Delion. I've set it to private because some recent events kind of annoyed me, but if you add me from there, I see you, I will definitely to you as soon as I can. And yes, I will go and wash dishes and put away leftovers because that's me off camera. So thank you again for watching. Next weekend, I don't have a set schedule. It's between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's any of those 3 days. Yes. So take care now. This is Delion signing on out. Bye bye.